Hey, good morning, guys. We'll get started here in a minute. Hey, good morning. We'll get started here. Let's take a look at markets. US dollar. I think I'm still looking for these highs here to be hit on dollar. We've had a nice run up so far this week. Basically a straight shot. Might get a little pullback today. So I'm not sure if this is going to happen today or next week. My guess is next week. I don't know if they'll run this up here today, but I'm not sure. But this is my short-term target on dollar, 95.30, somewhere in there. We have, price. If price is going to go up here this morning, it'll probably, you could look at this high here, somewhere in this area. Maybe find low support and see if we can get a push up. If it fails this swing here, we'll come back down into this area. We do have equal lows down here. So you want to be careful of this 93.80 level, 93.70 for downside objectives. But right now I'm looking for higher prices on this. So if we can find resistance or support, down in this area, we might get a push up. But Friday today, I'm kind of thinking we're getting a little bit of a pullback. But this would be my target on dollar. I would like that to happen next week, not on Friday today. I would like price come back down a little bit today, and then Monday or Tuesday maybe even come back a little bit lower, and then maybe we'll get in there push up. But this is a pretty steady uptrend here. So it's just kind of working this little channel they have here, and we might just keep going and pop up above that. So keep an eye on that if you're watching the dollar. If we're looking for higher dollar prices, looking for lower euro, and we have equal lows down here on the euro. So we could look at the 150 level would be a target on the downside on euro. And again, I'm not sure if that's going to happen today or not. Preferably next week on this also. I'd like to see a pullback into this 61.8 retracement level if we can get it. That'd be nice because they'd grab some liquidity above these highs here. They'd come into a nice retracement level and then maybe a sell-off on this. So that's what I'd be looking for on the euro. It depends on what dollar's doing. Again, this could just keep falling on this downtrend. But these lows down here at 1.15 is my downside target on euro. Gold, just kind of looking at this. This is interesting actually to me today. We've come down to this level and it tagged it almost exactly, and we're getting a little bit of a bounce back. I'm wondering if we'll get a little bit of retracement. I think this has more downside to it, but just looking for a day trade today, I actually like this setup, and this is something we could maybe do um, live here. Now remember, this would just be demo trades. Don't do anything on your live accounts on this, but we could take a look at this today. And I would be targeting these highs on gold right here. So we'll see if we can get down a little bit and throw a retracement level up. So let's put an order in down here. I don't want to trade that much. Let's go. Oops, that's even too much. Hold on a second, guys. Let's do point 2. Whoops. 0.2. And we'll put that order in here. And we'll see if that gets filled. And my stop will just be below these lows. And my target is, let's see, what can our target be on this? So these highs are at 1248. Let's go 1250. And our stop, our stop could be 1237. So let's see here. Stop 1237. Our profit was 1250. I don't think that entered. Try it again. 1237. 1250. All right, there we go. And we'll see if we can get a little bit of retracement on this gold and get a pop up on this. We are fighting the downtrend on this, just so you know, but coming off those lows, we took out this low here and rejected it pretty good. So we'll see if we can get a little bit of a pullback on this. Might not pull back all the way to where we want it, but I think that's a safe entry on it. This could just keep running up on us, but we'll see if we can get a better price on it. So that's what I would look at gold this morning. And the S&P, we came up, we've hit all the targets I've been looking for. You can see them a little bit better on the 4-hour chart. And we took out all these highs. That we were aiming for. We had this high here was a target, and then this high was a target, and then finally, well, not really finally, we had these equal highs. That was really my main objective on this upside trade that I did last week. And every day I've been looking for these longs going up into this area. And now we hit this high right here, pretty much right to the pepper, just came right above it on this feed. And now we might see a little bit of rejection at that level. So you can see, price came right to that. So we might get a little bit of a pullback on this and maybe a push through it. So I don't have a huge bias on this right now. Obviously I was bullish on this pair for the last few weeks. But now, since we hit all our targets, I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback and then maybe a push through, but nothing that really catches my eye right now. So I just want to be careful on this. Yesterday, I was trying to scalp in here yesterday, and I thought we were going to get a little bit of a rejection because we took out these highs. And right in this area, we pulled above it and came back down, and just like price was pushing down pretty hard just intraday. So I thought we were going to get a run on some of these lows, and it just kept going up. So really tricky trading in here. If you're in that, hopefully you're careful. But we came up and grabbed that high, so I'm just going to wait and see what happens here. Again, it's Friday. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of a pullback today. And maybe take out some of this liquidity, which I would like to see actually, before it resumes higher. But I don't have anything as far as a signal and price action would show me that I'd be interested in anything right now. But market opens in 15 minutes, so we'll see what happens then. In the meantime, I think you guys could keep an eye on this gold. If it comes down into here, it's not a bad opportunity to take a trade. And you're just aiming for these equal highs here for an upside objective on this. Keep your stop pretty tight. Let's see, what is this? A 30 pip stop and a 100 pip move. So that'd be a nice trade if we get that today. So that's really all I got, guys, this morning. Keep an eye on those levels. We're looking for possibly a push down on this euro if we can get it. Again, this is Friday. Not looking for big moves today. What's also interesting, go back to the S&P. We have all this, these, so-called trade wars and tariffs and everything on all these countries. The S&P is pushing up, which interests me. It's internationally, there's a lot of dislike about what's going on, but maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. That's stuff that's above my head. I don't really know, but they are coming up and taking out liquidity up here and grabbing it, which might tend to be a push down. So I just want to be careful on this. But if they get above this, our next target will be these highs, and I'll be looking for continued buying in this market as long as it's continuing to go up. But I'm going to be very careful and keep my stops pretty tight on this because I think if it drops, it can go pretty quick. So I just want to be careful on that. Alright guys, short one today. It's Friday, but this is the one I'm watching today is gold. I'd be interested to see if we can get back down here and see if we can get a push up and grab this liquidity on this. Other than that, be careful on your trading and enjoy your weekend. Thanks.